Collection Alternatives Overview. When you owe money to the IRS, penalties and interest can add up, and eventually the IRS can collect the money with actions such as liens and levies. It's best to pay the IRS as soon as possible, or work out a payment arrangement with the IRS. Several collection alternatives are available if you qualify. Extension of time to pay. You can request more time to pay your taxes with a short-term extension, usually 60 to 120 days, or a financial hardship extension, usually 6 to 18 months. Installment agreements. You can set up a monthly payment plan with the IRS. Currently not collectible status. If you can prove to the IRS that you can't pay anything, the IRS can place your account in temporary, currently not collectible status. Offer in compromise. In rare situations, you may be able to settle your debt for less than the total amount that you owe the IRS. First, we will determine the total amount that you owe to the IRS. Next, we will need to obtain financial information from you to determine which collection option or options you qualify for. Then, we will discuss the best option or options with you and prepare any required paperwork. Finally, we will contact the IRS to request the collection alternative. If the IRS denies your request for an installment agreement or an offer in compromise, we will help you determine whether to appeal. Depending on the type of collection alternative and how we choose to make the request, mail, phone, or in person, the IRS typically takes from 2 to 6 months to make a determination. More complex arrangements, such as an offer in compromise, could take more than a year. Right now, you may be wondering a few things. First, what are the most common types of IRS payment arrangements? The IRS routinely grants short-term extensions of time to pay and installment agreements. The most common type of installment agreement is the streamlined installment agreement, which allows taxpayers to pay monthly payments to the IRS. You might also be asking yourself, how do I qualify for a streamlined installment agreement? To qualify, you must owe the IRS $50,000 or less, be able to pay the entire amount owed in 6 years or less, have filed all required returns, ensure that your current year's withholding or estimated tax payments cover your current taxes. Finally, if you're wondering if the IRS charges interest and penalties while you're in a payment arrangement, for all payment arrangements, the IRS charges interest until the balance is paid in full. In addition, for most payment arrangements, the IRS charges penalties, so it's in your best interest to pay the IRS as soon as possible. You may be better off obtaining the funds from other sources to pay the IRS. We're looking forward to assisting you with resolving these issues. Don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions at all.